In the late 2000s, the global financial system was in turmoil. Many people were losing faith in traditional financial institutions that for too long had made the rich richer at the expense of, well, everyone else.
Against this backdrop, a person or group named Satoshi Nakamoto published a white paper in 2008 titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, describing a new form of money that for the first time did not require trust in a third party.
And on January 3rd, 2009, Satoshi Nakamoto mined the Genesis block, and Bitcoin was born.
14 years later, Bitcoin endured multiple attacks from within and out. It has been blamed for everything from climate change to money laundering and has been declared dead 467 times.
But Bitcoin survived.
And began to thrive.
It inspired Bitcoin communities all around the world. It brought together analysts, artists, environmentalists, developers, farmers, and more.
It was even adopted as legal tender.
But it doesn't belong to any government, any political party, or any ideology.
It doesn't care who you are or where you're from.
Or what you buy.
Bitcoin isn't about getting rich quickly.
It's about saving the value of your time and energy.
Bitcoin is just money. But unlike the money we have today, controlled by a group of bankers who make decisions behind closed doors, Bitcoin is governed by code that anyone can freely download and verify for themselves.
We once separated church and state. Bitcoin is how we separate money and state. Because the government shouldn't control what you believe in, and it shouldn't control your money either.
14 years ago, Bitcoin had one user. Today, it has millions.
14 years from now, what do you think?
So, and Bitcoin is that separation of money and state. If you don't understand this clip right here, we'll go into a little bit more detail. You have church being separated from state, meaning that they can't preach any type of religion in schools, public schools that is. Go to a private school, different conversation. Bitcoin's the separation of money and state given to us from Satoshi Nakamoto. So the state is no longer in the money business. The federal government no longer has the power. Governments don't have power. Bitcoin is truly the money for the people. You can have your own self-sovereignty and you can store your wealth. Your wealth won't be dictated about what a governing official does, how much money they decide to print, and their own insidious initiatives. You can just store your Bitcoin. One Bitcoin is always going to be one Bitcoin. They can't print anymore. They can't destroy it. They can't stop it. They can't compensate it. It doesn't belong to any one government, political party, or ideology. It belongs to the globe. It's for everybody. Once you get it, you get it. And with that, what's happening, crypto crew? Sean's coming back at you, another cryptocurrency video, and getting straight into it. From documenting Bitcoin, over 5 million Bitcoin have not moved in over half a decade. More users every day are choosing to hodl Bitcoin for the long term. This is a clear indication of a growing trust and confidence in the world's first decentralized monetary system. And as you see this here, this is the illustration that shows how many distribution of hodlers, how much percentage of Bitcoin gets mined over time, the given date, the balance of short-term holders, balance of middle and long-term holders, the mining supply, and the network days. And you can see the hodl duration right here. Red is less than 1 day. Purple is more than 10 years. Note, purple hasn't even came through yet because we're not in year 10. It'll come soon and you'll see some purple, but as you see, the hodlers are growing as time progresses. As time continues to move forward, people are starting to hold. You see the purple started to come in. That's more than 10 years. Fast forward another decade. How is this going to look? Is it going to be more purple and is all it's going to keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller? Bitcoin is slowly going through a global adoption curve and you have a chance to be a part of global history. And an update from Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban's saying Bitcoin is a store of value and a good investment. A gold bar is useless. Bitcoin's going to replace gold. You have to look and see what all the smart money is doing. He is considered smart money most definitely. You have to look and see what the billionaires are doing. If you got to run with the big dogs, you got to sort of play in the same playing field. And they're not buying gold. They're not trying to do some type of startup business. They're buying Bitcoin. Another update from Crypto Noob. This chart here details when you should buy and when you should sell. The red dots are a sell signal, green dots are a buy signal. And historically, it worked out pretty good for whoever followed this chart. So look at towards the peaks, the price peak, sell. Troughs, buy. Look where we're at right now. We are in a buy opportunity. People are getting stuck on the price. People are saying one Bitcoin costs 15, 16, 17, 18,000. Whatever the price is at the current time you're watching this recording, that doesn't matter. We're still in a trough in early 2023. Buy. Continue to buy. Dollar cost average. Keep buying over time and have conviction. This isn't a get rich quick scheme like we said, but it will help you conserve your wealth and it'll give you a return on your investment the longer you hodl. Another update from Dennis Porter. Will history repeat for Bitcoin? And he's showing the Bitcoin halving cycles with 3 different phases: hype, disillusionment, and enlightenment. Right now, we're coming to the disillusionment, the end of it right now, early 2023. Enlightenment, we have some type of relief. Is Bitcoin going to have relief over the next 6 to 9 months going into 2023? Time will definitely tell, but the charts are indicating that that could be the case. And with that, we're going to leave you with this. Lawrence Leopard, he's going to talk about if you fix the money, you fix the world. An investment manager, and he owns Equity Management Associates, LLC. He's a sound money advocate. You can check out more at ema2.com. This is his site. This is his company. But without further ado, let's hear from Lawrence and what he's talking about with Bitcoin and crypto.
There's a great Bitcoin mindset, which is it just calms you down and makes you peaceful and makes you hopeful. Thank God Bitcoin has been invented. And once you see it, it's just, you get into the Zen state. I mean, Bitcoiners are very optimistic and hopeful for the future. And Bitcoiners understand what's broken and they understand that they have the solution. And and we understand that we're kind of on the cutting edge. I mean, it's like it was fun back investing in the internet in 1994 and going, this is going to be big. And that's the same feeling I'm getting with Bitcoin and Bitcoiners. And yeah, the mindset is, isn't it wonderful that this technology was invented, which solves an incentive problem that's existed since the beginning of time, which is that people left to their own devices will cheat. I mean, we're all flawed and we will cheat. And here's a form of monetary economics where you can't cheat. And so once you see that, it's like, I don't know, maybe it's like in the early days, people discovering, religion and Christianity, just, oh my God, everyone's buying into this. We don't have to kill each other. There's actually a higher calling that we're all here for. And I know a lot of people say, oh, it's all crazy and you guys are a cult, but if so, fine. I mean, look, the early Christians were a cult. I mean, the American revolutionaries were a cult. I mean, to see a better way of living and to understand it and to advocate for it, I think that's a very high calling. And I think Bitcoin is a better way of living. And I think the people who see it, let me say it a different way. I haven't met any Bitcoiners I don't like. I haven't. It's kind of amazing. It's because I think if you like Bitcoin, it says something about the way your mind is structured in terms of your logical thought process. And so, and there's a certain honesty and humility in it. And if you notice, some of the people who don't like Bitcoin tend to be very arrogant people. The most arrogant people hate it the most, right? And the people who love it tend to generally kind of be somewhat humble about it and in awe of it. And so, yeah, there's definitely a Bitcoin mindset, and it's a beautiful thing, in my opinion.
And there you have it from Lawrence Leopard. After hearing from him, do you have that Bitcoin mindset? Have you been going down the rabbit hole? Have you been doing your self-education so you can fully understand why Bitcoin is needed? This is why we do what we do, the Bitcoin Bros. This is why we come to you every single day with content. We release content on Twitter. We release content on YouTube, what you're watching right now. We're on TikTok. We release content to spread awareness of Bitcoin. Have you orange pilled in yet? And with that, I'm Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. You guys like this content, go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and show us some love. We appreciate the support. With that, that's all I have for you today, and I'm out.